How do we keep and better our retention numbers? Well, one way that we do that is a person has to learn to be a teacher and a coach. We have to be a good teacher, and we have to be a coach. Both. But it takes a lot of work to learn to be a good teacher. It takes a lot of work to learn to be a good coach. A teacher has a curriculum, a program, has everything set up that they're going to teach for a week, a month, a year, and have it planned out. That's what teachers do. That's the role of a teacher. If I hire a black belt and he has none of that, or don't know, he just makes it up day to day, then he's not a very good teacher. Now, a coach, what's it take? Well, they've got to be motivated. If the student doesn't show up this week, they need to be called. These are things in business that they need to know. You need to know that your coach cares and that your coach keeps you in. But when you hire a black belt that doesn't have the skills to have a curriculum, have a program, follow it, have a graduation cycle, or any of that, then they're lacking as what is required to be a teacher. If they can't call anyone, motivate people to stay, motivate people to get better, to stay, improve all the time, call them when they're out, check on them when they're sick, then they're not a very good coach. Now, these are what makes the 20/80, make that horrendous. So in order for me to be a good teacher and a good coach, I have to care enough about the student. If you don't care enough about the student, you won't improve these. But what's amazing is if I get rid of a coach, he takes all the students. And if he can't take those students, he makes them quit by saying something wrong to them or lying to them. What the instructors, the Brazilian instructors don't like, or the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, they don't like being held to any kind of accountability. So we raised up in a educational system that had no accountability as far as anything but just competing with somebody. So what ends up happening in the end, let's say you have somebody 2 years. You paid them $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month. You've paid them for 2 years. And that is a complete waste of money because your business, when they leave, is worth zero. So the whole time that you invested in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, when they leave, your school is worth zero. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructors need to think about that a little bit. And that's where value comes from. And this is a cycle that business owners are trapped in when hiring Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructors.